best surprise of the show for me was actually Peter Brock. I don't know if I've got a photo of him in here, but I got my photo taken with Peter Brock, legendary automotive journalist, photographer, artist, and the designer of the original Shelby Daytona Coupe. That won its class at Sebring, Daytona, Le Mans, the 1964 FIA World Championship. This guy and this car are both legends, and I just happened to be there at the Baume and Mercier booth when he was taking some promotional photos with the car. He's designed a new Clifton range of watches for their Shelby Cobra series. Good-looking watches, and I gotta say, for 81, Pete Brock looked pretty good too. He's spry, let me tell you. I expect to see him at Daytona this coming weekend for the 24 and at Sebring for the 12 hours in March. So absolutely blown away to meet a legend of motorsports, a Hall of Famer. This is one of those I'll tell my kids about it moments. Best accessory, Roland Eaton belt buckles. Okay, Roland Eaton was off to the side, kind of like a satellite to the show. This is a guy who designs belt buckles between, I would say, about $6,000 and $40,000. And I think I've got a picture of his Bugatti belt buckle on the screen, Pheline. And this Bugatti belt buckle cost about $40,000 from what I was told. And it's built like a rifle bolt. If you thought the case to the URT8 Transformer watch from Urwerk was impressive, and I did, I then experienced this thing, and I realized that it wasn't just that one was a rifle bolt and one wasn't. One was like an old Army issue Colt, and that's the Urwerk. And then this thing was like a Heckler and Koch. Ooh. Really impressive. If you can afford to wear $40,000 on a belt buckle, this is the perfect complement to your Swiss Mad watch. Or, perhaps more appropriately, your Roger Dubuis Excalibur Couture Cobalt Micro Melt. If you've got to have the ultimate watch with the ultimate belt buckle, Roland Eaton. Look him up. Spelled I-T-E-N. You'll love it. Trust me. If you're just a swag type guy, an accessory type guy, a machine and mechanical paraphernalia type guy, if you're into OJ's spin toys, you'll like this. Okay. Best clock. A surprisingly competitive category at this year's show. I didn't expect to see more than one. In fact, I would say maybe a quarter of the brands there had some sort of clock on display. Taking the cake, the original, still the best, the Jaeger-LeCoultre Atmos 568 by Mark Newson.
Very cool. Not that I have a lot of background in clocks, but this the first time I saw this, I mean, it's incredible. And the way it works.
Yeah, I mean, perpetual motion, or as close as you can get.
Yeah.
1 degree in temperature fluctuation.
I mean, 2 days that it powers it for something like that?
Oh yeah, I mean, you will raise the temperature in your house more by running the shower than this thing needs to run for weeks. Beautifully made. I believe it's a Baccarat crystal that it's housed in. This is the third collaboration between Mark Newson and Jaeger-LeCoultre in the Atmos family since, I want to say, 2008, when he did the Atmos 561, later the Atmos 566 in 2010. This is the first unlimited series too, but you're going to pay a little over, I want to say, $26,000, maybe $26,400 for this. I'm going to opine that it is worth it, perhaps more so than anything else I saw at the show.
Wow. If
you want to know why Apple retained this guy, if you want to know why the Icapods are future moneymaker investments, take a look at an Atmos 568 at a Jaeger-LeCoultre boutique, if you're lucky enough to have one at your JLC boutique or retailer. Very nice.
Very cool.
Month and time. This is something that I would buy with my own money and probably will.
It probably will.
So,
and we will have it sitting right here.
Yeah, it will be permanently on station. Now, okay, best exhibit. Okay, guys,
Here it
I'm
comes.
going to give you a brief rundown of the best exhibit and perhaps the best swag. Oh, we don't even need the macro camera wrap.
Yeah.
You can see this 1/18th scale carbon fiber placard mounted McLaren race car that I got from Richard Mille and miraculously carted back to the United States in checked baggage without breaking. So this thing right here has to be the coolest single piece of swag that anyone gave away. And Richard Mille had a full-size McLaren race car hanging from the ceiling in its booth. So that is the best exhibit and the best swag all in one from the RM people. And if you had the patience to stick around and see the Richard Mille RM50, that is McLaren themed, and priced about 980,000 Swiss francs, US dollars, you would realize that it takes all of its cues stylistically from this high-performance vehicle, its full-size namesake, and the spirit of modern Formula One composites. One of the first and most elaborate applications of the still relatively new graphene material. Definitely look up the Richard Mille RM5003. You'll like what you see, but wait until we're done with the broadcast. Okay, Raph, my sentimental favorite, the watch that I'm still waiting to get from authorized retailer Govberg.
Please send us the Resonance, please.
The Resonance Frisbee, guys.
We love Resonance.